Today we're doing the daily Parsha Insight and the daily Mitzvah for Monday, the 25th of Tammuz, July 21st. Today's Chumash talked about the aftermath of the war with Midian, and among that was the spoils of war, and the way it was set up was half it went to the community, half went to the soldiers. And from the Israelites, from the community's half, you took 1/50th of that, you gave it to the Levites as a gift to God.
Wow.
Now, the tribe of Levi, we know, was usually exempt from military service. And they usually didn't receive spoils of war. They were wholly dedicated to spiritual pursuits. This war was different. In the war of Midian, it said take 1,000 from each tribe, including the tribe of Levi. And therefore, they got a portion of the spoils. Why is that? Why usually Levi? What's the significance of Levi usually doesn't take part in war and get spoils? And this time he did. They did. This is because, whereas the purpose of other wars was to take possession of the land of Israel, the attack against Midian was only for the purpose of eradicating the evil that Midian represented. Midian had not had any reason to oppose the Jewish people. They did so, we said, out of pure senseless hatred. They picked a fight that wasn't theirs, it wasn't directed at them. It was out of sheer hatred. With regard to our spiritual lives, we talked many times that the Rambam says we can all be like Levites. We all can dedicate our lives to furthering godliness and spirituality in the world. And the more dedicated we become to this cause, the less concerned we become with the passing matters of mundane life. This does not mean, however, that we should ignore our surroundings altogether. Like the Levites of Moses' day, when it comes to fighting Midian, to eradicating baseless hatred between people, we need to take our stand on the front lines along with everyone else. So it's saying the lesson we can take from this historical narrative that Levites usually are spiritual representatives of the community, and they're dedicated to that. So they don't go to war and take spoils. This time they did. It shows that on one hand, we are all like a little bit of Levi. We have a little bit of Levi in us, a Levite in us. We have to have a very spiritual function and goal in life, but not ignoring some really big problems of society like hatred. For that, we have to roll up our sleeves. Even if we're very big scholars and we learn a lot, we got to roll up our sleeves and build bridges and love amongst our fellow Jews.
Amen.
And not have the Midian hatred quality, say, someone else will deal with, making peace and societal bonds.
Well, you have to remember, go ahead.
Yeah, that's the Parsha Insight. And the daily mitzvah for Monday is a few mitzvahs. The 82nd mitzvah is that we are commanded to break the neck of the firstborn donkey if we don't want to redeem it. You have to redeem it with a sheep and give it to the kohen. But if you
that would be a stupid thing to do.
That's why people didn't do that. It was a deterrent. It was saying, don't not give the kohen his redemption sheep for the donkey, that your firstborn donkey. But if you do, it's going to be wasted. Okay, the 135th positive mitzvah is we're commanded to stop working the land during the Shemitah year. The 220th negative mitzvah is we're forbidden from working the land. So you have to rest on the sabbatical year. And this is the flip side. You cannot work the land on the Shemitah year. The 221st negative commandment is we are forbidden from cultivating trees during the Shemitah year. And the 222nd negative mitzvah is we're forbidden from harvesting crops in the normal way, even if the ground produces it as natural aftergrowth. Even if you didn't plant and cultivate it, it was just, let's say, a perennial bush or a vegetable patch. You can take a little bit, but you can't treat it like your crop. It really belongs to everybody. You can take a little bit.
What do you mean you can't cultivate? I don't understand why you can't cultivate a tree during the Shemitah year. You mean you can't do anything, you just have to let it go?
Yeah, let it be. We're saying even natural plants that come back, you You
You
can't,
have to keep track of which is which, what's what and when.
all of them, you can't do any of them. It's pretty straightforward. Even if let's say your berry patch comes back again, your blueberry
Right.
patch, right? You can't
Yeah.
start taking your share crop, your blueberry pickers and take it all for yourself. You can only take a little bit just for your family. The rest is hefker. It's free for anybody else to take.